Drivers beware. Delaware State Police say carjackings and more are on the rise in northern Newcastle County. Delaware will be center stage for a lawsuit filed against Fox News, and a rising basketball star loses his life to senseless gun violence. Those stories and more are coming up next. You're watching DETV News.
Hi, I'm Matt Ford with this breaking news alert. Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems reached a settlement earlier today in the $1.6 billion defamation suit brought on by Dominion. A Dominion attorney told reporters that the settlement totaled $787.5 million. The settlement was reached after a jury had been selected at the courthouse here in Wilmington, where an expected 6-week trial was set to take place. Dominion alleged that Fox News knowingly aired false information during the 2020 presidential election cycle, damaging its reputation. While Fox News has settled its defamation lawsuit with Dominion, it still faces another one from election company Smartmatic. Last month, the New York State Supreme Court in Manhattan ruled Smartmatic's $2.7 billion defamation case against Fox News host Maria Bartiromo and Jeanine Pirro, former host Lou Dobbs, and Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani can proceed. A preliminary conference is expected by May 18th.
Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson. And from Laurel, Delaware, some heartbreaking news. An 18-year-old basketball star was shot and killed on Friday. It happened at the Wexford apartment complex. When police arrived at the scene around 2:40 p.m., they found the 6'6" teenager suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. According to the Laurel School District's Facebook page, Mumford had been recruited to continue playing basketball at Dundalk Community College. Mumford had recently won the Blue Gold Basketball All-Star MVP award, that for leading the gold team to victory. Additional police greeted students Monday morning, and counselors were on hand to help both students and staff cope with the loss of the popular player. Delaware State Police are now leading up the homicide investigation. In other news, Delaware State Police are warning drivers to be extra cautious. That after a string of carjackings, attempted carjackings, and a sexual assault. Last Friday, Delaware State Police say the first incident occurred. According to reports, 2 men in a black Jeep intentionally rear-ended a vehicle at Thompson Bridge Road and then drove off. Later, not far from that scene, a similar accident happened in Pennsylvania. The female driver drove her car back into Delaware, where she got out of her car to assess the damage. Investigators say that's when she was forced back into her car at gunpoint. The armed suspect reportedly drove her back into Pennsylvania, followed by a second suspect. Police say the woman was then sexually assaulted but managed to escape and call 911. The bizarre crime spree didn't end there. Police say the suspects in the black Jeep then drove back into Delaware and met up with 2 other suspects. That's where they were spotted by troopers but drove away. In yet another incident, a vehicle was also rear-ended near I-95 and Marsh Road by a red Nissan Pathfinder. One suspect in that incident pointed a gun at the victim. Police found the Pathfinder on I-95 near Naaman's Road, where it had crashed into another vehicle. The suspects in that case tried to run but were arrested after a foot chase. Police are warning all drivers to be extra vigilant. Investigators say if you are involved in a collision, stay in your vehicle, drive to a well-lit area, and call 911. Keep your doors locked and your windows rolled up, and if you can, turn on your flashers and drive to the closest police station. On a lighter note, thanks to Delaware Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester, workers in the first state are in for some good news. Caitlin Pride has that story.
Representative Lisa Blunt Rochester unveiled a comprehensive jobs agenda designed to strengthen Delaware's workforce.
Part of this was to really show the interconnectedness. People, returning citizens coming, who have served their time and need a second chance. That's also part of this. So when we're in an environment where the unemployment rate is at record low and we have so many job openings, we wanted to put forth an agenda that was comprehensive and that could look at all of these together and really unleash the potential for our economy.
The package includes 7 separate pieces of legislation introduced by the Congresswoman, including a Housing Supply and Affordability Act.
And that's so important right now because affordable housing is such a big issue for our state. And so I'm excited about the aspect of A, people being able to get jobs, take care of their families, but B, how it ties into the aspect of housing and make sure people are able to get more, we're able to get more affordable housing for people to move into.
The reason why we packaged them is because we started seeing the threads and the themes, and we wanted Delawareans to know that we as a collective are working together to address issues such as housing, education, training, returning citizens.
To see the full Jobs Act agenda, head to bluntrochester.house.gov. For DETV News, I'm Kaylin Pride.
If you're in downtown Wilmington, you're bound to notice the second phase of enhancing Rodney Square has begun. The $8 million makeover has included updated lighting, fountains, and other repairs. From now until September, masonry work, paving, landscaping, lighting, and benches will all be a part of the second phase of the project. Mayor Mike Przicki says it's long overdue. While the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival will still be held on the square, the downtown farmers market will move to Market Street next month. The entire project is expected to be done in September. And there's good news for horse owners and riders at Bellevue Park. The lockdown due to a deadly equine virus ended last Thursday after more than a month. So horse owners and their riders were reunited with their beloved horses again. One of more than 5 dozen horses stabled at Wellspring Farm were diagnosed with a highly contagious virus. Sadly, that horse, named Peppermint, had to be humanely euthanized. But the others were saved thanks to fast medical attention and the quarantine at Wellspring Farm. Finally, on Thursday, 3 William Penn High School students will sing the national anthem at the opening of the Phillies game. The students, who happen to be sisters, got the call after they were heard singing the national anthem at the Bob Carpenter Center when William Penn faced off with Howard High at the state boys basketball finals. While William Penn took second place in the tournament, Yancey Hollis and her twin sisters Madison and Michaela won the attention of a person on a committee selecting the talent for Thursday's game. The game is in tribute to Jackie Robinson, who was the first African American to play Major League Baseball. The commissioner of Major League Baseball is expected to be among the dignitaries at the special game. It sounds like the Hollis sisters hit a home run, and we wish them and, of course, the Phillies lots of luck. That's it for DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson. Be sure to watch us on Comcast Channel 28 and share us on social media platforms. Until then, stay well and stay tuned.